Hello everybody, I am Howard Leonhardt, proudly serving as Executive Chairman and CEO of Leonhardt Ventures, Leonhardt Health, and Leonhardt's Launchpads. I'm here today with Dr. Jorge Genovese.
Hi, Howard.
We're here to give you a brief update on our progress so far this year in 2023. It's been an exciting year of development. Perhaps the most exciting development is recently receiving a patent from the United States Patent and Trademark Office for bioelectric expression of klotho. Klotho is perhaps the most powerful protein ever discovered related to aging. In short, over 3,500 published papers confirm that if you're low in circulating klotho, you're aging more rapidly. And with our patented signals, we're seeking to prove out that if you increase circulating klotho, you can stave off, delay, or perhaps even reverse some of the ailments associated with aging. And that really relates to everything related to aging, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. So starting with the head, the loss of hair, loss of memory, depression, perhaps even addictive tendencies, moving down the risk of heart failure and kidney failure. You have a higher risk of high blood pressure, hypertension if you are low in circulating klotho. Mice that were blocked for klotho expression died 80% younger, and on the way to dying 80% younger, reached many of the ailments that we associated with aging. Mice supplemented with klotho not only lived 30% longer than normal mice, but on the way to living 30% longer had much less aging-related ailments. Here in the laboratory in Irvine, we are doing extensive research to document our ability to create these proteins. Dr. Genovese, could you share with the group a little bit about that work?
We work daily to find and define signals, bioelectrical signals that induce anti-aging proteins. At this moment, we have described at least 6 or more of these signals to induce, for example, sirtuins, cestrins, folistatins, and klotho. I am almost sure that we are the only one company that can offer a variety of anti-aging proteins to be induced by non-invasive biophysical methods that can modulate the behavior of cells in all people just by bioelectricity.
And now we're moving these technologies not only to animals like we have been doing for many years, but finally, and not only into clinical trials, which we've been doing for many, many years. Over 1,000 patients have been stimulated with our patented signals to document safety and efficacy. But now is a special time because for the first time in our history, we started this research work at Leonhardt's Launchpads and Leonhardt Ventures, basically in our innovation accelerator that launched in 2008. It's now 2023, a long road to prove the safety and the efficacy of these technologies, but finally, 5 of them are moving to commercialization. We've created a commercialization arm called Leonhardt Health, and Leonhardt Health is bringing to market the BOD-STEM bioelectric suit, the hair cell product for regenerating hair on the head, the skin stem product for regenerating skin on the face and the neck, ErectiStem, a product for treating erectile dysfunction. That product alone, we've completed over 115 patients in clinical trials. And then OrthoStem, a product that we've developed for treating knee osteoarthritis. We have FDA 510K clearance on 4 of those products for improving blood circulation, treating pain and inflammation, treating all types of muscle atrophy and muscle recovery and muscle building, and then also preventing blood clots after surgery. And then our BOD-STEM suit is cleared by the FDA for augmenting the benefits of exercise, particularly enhancing the release of beneficial exocrines and myokines. Not only building muscle more quickly, but exercise itself is medicine. Exercise with our BOD-STEM suit, we'd like to say, is super medicine. A normal exercise, you increase circulating klotho about 3 to 6%. When you use a standard electrical muscle stimulation suit, you maybe double that, from 3% to 6%. We've achieved and have documented in clinical trials up to 150% increase of circulating klotho. So that means every time you exercise, you're amplifying the benefits of exercise, at least related to increasing circulating klotho, which I mentioned earlier. If you increase circulating klotho, there's a belief that that can stave off some of the ailments of aging. We operate in product groups here. We have our heart and cardiovascular group. We have our cosmetic and personal care group. We have our major organ regeneration, and then we have our cancer group. I'm going to give a quick update on each of those groups and the biggest highlights over the past year. In the heart and cardiovascular group, Pressure Stim is completing a clinical trial that is, interim results are very promising, showing that just by bioelectrically stimulating in a few minutes, a couple times a week, we can reduce hypertension, reduce high blood pressure. This is a major problem around the world. It's estimated that more than $23 billion is spent each year trying to treat hypertension. A lot of patients have side effects from the drugs that are used to treat hypertension. We hope that we can bring a non-drug solution or reduce the amount of drugs that are needed, but the early results from our clinical trials are highly promising. We're also in discussions with Dr. Shaista Malik and Dr. Stephanie Xin Lu of the University of California, Irvine, which is right across the street from us here. They operate the Integrative Health Institute there. Separate from us, they have completed more than 300 patients using electroacupuncture to treat hypertension, high blood pressure, and they also are receiving very good results. And we're in discussions of how we can take our non-invasive therapy, where we were either a wristband or an ankle band or a product around the mid part of the body, and they use needles. They used electroacupuncture needles in the wrist and in the ankle, and we're trying to see if we can combine efforts and move forward. Another product in the heart and cardiovascular group is Leonhardt. This is our flagship product. The Leonhardt team and myself, we regenerated our first animal heart in 1988, and we regenerated our first human heart in 2001, went on to publish in the Journal of American College of Cardiology the pilot study. We went on to publish a phase 1 study, a phase 2 study, and a phase 2/3 study, the MyoHeart study, the seismic study, American Heart Journal. And in parallel, we've published data on our animal results, including repeat injections, working with Dr. Philippe Prosper and Dr. Jesus Herreros in Spain. We published in the European Heart Journal our results, and coming back a second time and a third time to give repeat doses of injecting muscle stem cells, as well in the more recent work in bioelectric stimulation. So Leonhardt right now, working with the Aculab Life Sciences Group in San Diego and the California Medical Innovations Institute, is moving to large animals, and this is an implantable stimulator, like a pacemaker, combined with an implantable pump. And this pump is refilled every day with a mixed composition of Klotho-expressing MSCs and a nutrient hydrogel. In that nutrient hydrogel, we have Wharton's jelly, bioelectrically pre-treated PRF, bioelectrically pre-treated stromal fraction, bioelectrically pre-treated amniotic fluid, and we mix all that together in a gelatin that accompanies the immature myoblast and the Klotho-expressing MSCs that are all designed to regenerate a damaged muscle. That product alone would be perhaps a breakthrough in the field, but we add to that a specific kind of stimulator that stimulates these special proteins, Klotho and follistatin, S100A, proteins for regenerating muscle, proteins for growing blood vessels, and not only just any blood vessel, but blood vessels that have a true endothelium lining and that last and provide a lot of blood flow. Put these two things together, and we think we've developed the ultimate product for treating heart failure, the ultimate product for regenerating a heart, taking a weak heart that's not pumping very well and shrinking it back down, building strong muscle that's able to basically restore the patient that is in heart failure back to the way that their heart was maybe when they were 23 years old. This is a challenge, we're working on it, but we hope next year in 2024 to do the first in human studies. Now, we previously did first in human studies where we just injected immature myoblasts one time in the heart. Now we're adding bioelectric stimulation, we're adding support factors, and we're delivering what we previously delivered in those other trials only one time. We're delivering that every single day. So this is quite a big step up from our previous work. Another product within the heart and cardiovascular group is called Valvublator. Valvublator is a technology with a electrical basket catheter combined with the needle injection catheter, and this technology is designed to decalcify and regenerate heart valves. So you don't have to put a steel heart valve in, a heart valve made of cow tissue or pig tissue, a heart valve made of plastic, and you can keep your own heart valve. And we hope to be able to change the paradigm of treatment with this technology to enter early and take care of calcification and regenerate a heart valve before it gets so bad that you have to go to surgery or you have to put in a percutaneous placed a heart valve. So that's an exciting update from our cardiovascular and heart group. In our cosmetic group, I mentioned earlier, skin stem and hair cell and erectistem are all going to market now, and that's extremely exciting. We've gathered data on hundreds of patients, and we believe that we have technologies in all three of those areas that are superior to the technologies available now. Just using skin as one example, we have patented signals for producing collagen 1, collagen 3, collagen 17 for rebuilding collagen, creating stem cell competition. We have patents for expressing SDF1 and PDGF for stem cell homing. So with those signals, we get stem cells to come from the person's own bone marrow to migrate to their face and neck skin. We also have the only known bioelectric signaling sequence patented for turning the gene switch back on for releasing tropin-elastin, the precursor of elastin, which creates elasticity in your face. All of us humans, we basically lose expression of tropin-elastin near puberty in youth,
Yeah.
and that is gone for the rest of our life. We have patented a signaling sequence that basically turns that gene switch back on, and you recently broke the world record. What was the percentage increase?
And we know this because we has been able to induce the production of prolactin in fibroblasts from patients over 60 years old, and this is really something important.
It's extremely important. I think you achieved 18% increase, which we can't find anywhere in the literature where anyone has ever gotten an 18% increase of elastin until the work that was done here.
With a very short time of stimulation, and it's necessary to understand that we are using a non-invasive without that produce any pain treatment that you can apply just on the surface and in very short time, even after 60 years, induce the production of a protein that start to disappear in the early 20s.
And we also use the Clota technology in our skin regeneration platform, SkinStem, and that not only helps modulate inflammation, helps reverse some of the signs of aging, but also helps to improve muscle tone. And that's a new factor in the skin regeneration field, is that people realized in the last years that if you improve elasticity, increase collagen, but you don't bring your muscle tone, basically get your muscle cheek muscles to be back to the way they were when you were younger, you're gonna still have this appearance of being older. So now a lot of the new development is not only taking away wrinkles, but improving the muscle tone of the face, and we have a great technology platform to do that. I do want to make a mention about cancer. Another great development over this past year is we received our 13th issued patent from the United States Patent and Trademark Office for bioelectric treatment of cancer. 13 issued patents, more than any other sector that we have, and we are carefully moving forward with this research. We believe that we're going to have a chance to make a great contribution. Everybody knows about chemotherapy, everybody knows about radiation therapy. These are highly toxic ways to try to stop the spread of cancer tumors. We believe we have a chance with our 13 bioelectric signaling patents for treating cancer to be able to stop tumors from multiplying and growing without the toxic side effects of chemo and radiation. And we look forward to reporting more on this research forward.
Yeah. Now, I would like just to say that aging is associated to many health conditions. When we mention anti-aging, you must think not only in the aspect, in the juvenile conditions, but especially in these many health conditions that affect the life of the person. Imagine that you can treat, avoid all these conditions just using a painless, non-invasive treatment like bioelectrical stimulation. For us, this is a unique opportunity.
The last thing I'm going to leave you with is perhaps the most exciting. We recently attended a conference on longevity in Dublin, and there it was announced that the X Prize Foundation is going to have a $101 million prize for the organization that can prove the best results with health span optimization over a 1-year period of time. Quickly, people in the audience asked the question, well, how are you going to measure that, and what are the rules? And basically they said, it's up to you up to us, the people that are going to participate. And by the way, we are going to enter this contest, and we think we have a chance to win it. One thing that was established by the organizers was that they are going to look at a holistic look at the entire health span of the person. So if your muscles are working good, but you can't see and you can't hear and you fall down all the time, they're not going to consider that a very good result of health span optimization. They want the entire quality of life of the person to do everything that they want to do that they did when they were younger at an older age to be a part of this. So we think that that favors us because, as you know, we have developed iCell, which is, by the way, in clinical trials for recovering sight. We have EarCell for recovering healing. We have SkinStim for taking away wrinkles in the skin. We have HairCell for growing hair on the head. We have products for treating sexual health, for bladder health, for kidney health, for liver health, for lung health. We think we're better positioned than anybody else to be able to prove over a one-year treatment protocol that we can do better at optimizing health span than anything else. People in the audience ask, does this have to be in small animals or large animals? Does it have to be in humans? How are we going to do it in humans because we don't have regulatory approval? The organizers said, that's up to you. If you can do humans, get some human data on what you can. If you can do large animals, get large animal data. And it's basically up to us, the people that are participating in the contest, to prove to the judges that the combination of our lab data, which would take place here, our small animal data, our large animal data, and whatever we can do in humans, even if it's only a slice of what we've done in the animals, but put it all together and build a story that this technology platform is better than any others in the contest for optimizing health spans. So we're excited about that. We think that this is a challenge. There'll be companies with much bigger resources, bigger staffs, bigger laboratories, bigger budgets that we'll be competing with, but nobody has what we have. And we have Dr. Genovese. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.